Hi, this is Karen with Kinetic Calmer. Thank you for coming to the channel. If you're new, welcome. I am basically an intuitive reader. I like to use tarot and oracle cards, but primarily I go off of my intuition. So just a little note for you guys. I'm here to do a monthly reading for the element of air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, for the month of December. Whether you're a moon, sun, rising, all of those would apply. If you come to the channel and you're dealing with an air sign, then you can watch too. You're welcome. Whatever brought you here, you're absolutely welcome to stay and partake of the reading. So I'm going to start off with an archetype card. I've already prayed, and I just wanted you to know that in my meditation, and when I hit the gong that I introduce my readings with, what came to me was there's a very, very powerful goddess energy afoot for the air signs that you can tap into, a portal perhaps, that is of goddess energy that you can step into at this time. So it's subtle. And so you may not notice it when it comes up, but it's something that you're going to have to be attuned to. You're going to have to tune into. You're going to have to pay attention to see it, because it's very subtle energy, but it's highly powerful, is the message for the air sign. So the archetype that you're dealing with, air signs, is the advocate. Now, whatever they're saying is what comes to your mind when you think of advocate, that is for you. Whatever pops into your mind when you hear that word, that's what you need to pay attention to. However, according to the cards, the light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. Again, it inspires you to put compassion into action. And the shadow attribute is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Embracing negative causes or committing to cause for personal gain. So basically what I'm hearing out of the negative or the shadow attribute is that when we do stuff that is not authentic to who we are, to our heartfelt commitment, to our heart, to our passion, when we allow ourselves to get connected with energies that really are not coming from our heart, but for some type of gain or ego advantage, that is when you're in your shadow side. When you're in your light side of the attribute of advocate, you're inspired, you're connected with your passion and your compassion for others, and you want to give and show that and connect with that, with others, with the greater collective. It's a very powerful energy, because a lot of times when you start advocating for a thing, it puts you could be like a nobody, they're saying, and you start advocating for something because it's truly heartfelt and you believe in it. You could, they're showing me like a stairway that's going up, up, up. So basically what they're saying is that you may start at the bottom, but because you're so passionate and connected to your passion and willing to share and be compassionate with others and have compassion, that you will be lifted to a higher status. And that involves, money and recognition and all of those things that you could like separate yourself from your compassion and your passion and just go after those things. But you won't get to the heights of elevation, of recognition, of true achievement, unless you do it from your passion, not because of the gains that are worldly gains that are associated with this, is what they're saying. So enough of that. I'm going to go and do a reading for a crystal or crystals for the month of December for the air signs. So Spirit, please share it with us what crystals would be supportive of our air signs. And they're saying do one for each of the signs. So I'm going to say Aquarius first. Please give us cards for Aquarius for December that will support what it is and who it is. Now, just because I'm asking specifically for the signs individually doesn't mean that they won't, if they vibrate with you, no matter what sign you are, go for it, use them, because there's a reason. Everything is a vibration, and you know, there's nothing that's not. And the more you pay attention to your vibration, the easier it's going to be. So that's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius is Soltec. And it looks like this. And it says, what is it? Soltec is a super vibey, icy white stone that forms a needle. It forms a needle-like burst. Who needs it? Up all night worrying about the coming singularity types, brave explorers of beautiful dreamscape. Where to put it? Under your pillow before bed, whenever you want to establish an impenetrable chill zone. Wherever you want to establish an impenetrable chill zone. So basically, it's good to put it in your bedroom somewhere close to you when you're sleeping. It helps. When to use it? When it's time to tackle your sleep hygiene, when it's time to take your sleep hygiene to the next level. Put it down, put down the phone, pick up a book, a paper one, sip a chamomile tea, slather on lavender oil, and wait for some rapid eye movement and those dreamy messages marked important by your subconscious. Dive into your dreams. Soltec. Okay? And so this is, I said I'm not writing this down, so I'm being really bad about this. This is Aquarius. This is Gemini. Gemini is sodalite. Sodalite. Sodalite, what is it? Friend to the chronic meditator, sodalite, known by some as poor man's lapis, is a salty, deep blue stone, speckled and striated with white calcite inclusions. Who needs it? Planners, producers, Virgos. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best non-thinking. Non-thinking. That's interesting. When to use it? When you have a big decision to make, when you're 99% finished with a project but can't get your hand around the last 1%, don't seriously give up. Meditate with sodalite. Abandon solution-oriented thinking. Surrender to your intuition and watch your problem get solved from someplace much deeper. Deepen your intuition. And for the Libras out there, we have pyrite. And this is what it looks like. It's also known as fool's gold. Pyrite, aka fool's gold, is a metallic sulfide mineral. It's blingy, confident vibes and often perfect cubic structure aligns us with nature's power to give energy to amazing, beautiful things like you, baby. Oh, that's so cute. The chronicle, who needs it? The chronologically lethargic. Anybody sleeping on their potential. Pyrite is often used near the solar plexus or will center, but it works wonders anywhere you need a little boost of masculine energy. For example, on the fellas, the low abdomen, just saying. For example, on the fellas, the low abdomen, just saying, on that romantic weekend away from the kids, and whenever the energy to power through feels shrouded in dark matter, call on your core power, pyrite. It has a feeling of otherworldly. It looks like an asteroid to me, floating in space, alien in nature. That's how it feels. That's what just was coming up for me there. The sodalite is a very feminine feeling to me. I feel, oh, okay, because it's associated with your intuition. So yeah, the intuition is feminine. And the soul tech, it's I want to say a scattered energy, but it's a scattered directed energy, a scattered focused energy. So it's scattered, but within that, around that scatteredness is a focus. So it's productive. That's what I feel about this one. So what do you feel when you look at these minerals? Which ones do you vibrate with, do draw your attention? Those are the ones you want to take and use for the month of December, air signs. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to offer up what mudras could be of assistance to you, and this is for the collective element of air. And we have courage. Show yourself what's in you. Courage. So there's a lot in there, in those shadows. Okay, so what that's telling me is we're dealing with not only the light side, but you need to get in touch with your dark side, with your shadow side. This is a world of duality, and we have both. We are in both. So if you deny that you have the shadow, if you don't pay attention to it, it will rule you. You need to integrate it into your life, into who you are and why you came here. You need to use the shadow attributes in order to support you. So they could be in terms of lessons. Okay, I don't know, but they're saying use both the shadow and the light to advocate, to be an advocate. You know, don't just pay attention to what inspires and how compassionate you are and get lost in that and think that that's the only thing that there is, you know, for you to focus on. No, there's embracing negative causes or committing to causes. So in your quest to be in this light, you're gonna come in contact with people who are in this, who are in it just for the money, who are in it just for, you know, lower energies, because maybe they don't see, maybe they're not enlightened, maybe they don't understand the real connection between yourself and the collective, and that we are all one. Maybe, who knows? But whatever, you need to recognize what you're dealing with. And the only way you can recognize it is to accept it within yourself first. Then you can identify it. And if it's something that comes that you can identify and you get hurt by it, or you get perceivably hurt by it, or you have a bad experience because you don't recognize the shadow part of that aspect, then learn about it. Once you take it and you get hurt by it, take that hurt and make it a blessing. Make it, you know, work for you in whatever it is you're doing. Don't just become victim to it. This is what I'm getting from this card. And this is this is the mudra. This is how you hold your hands. Let me read it. This anti-panic mudra is dedicated to invincible goddess Druga. She rides a snarling lion, and in each of her many hands she holds a weapon. These she uses to terrible effect, killing her enemies and putting them to flight. In case of panic attack, It is important to restrain your inhalation and intensify your exhalation. Keep your hands tightly pressed. Stand with slightly bent knees and concentrate on the soles of your feet. Visualize yourself as the weapon-wielding, screeching Durga. Your appearance alone will ensure the respect of others. Does this concept simply make you chuckle? All the better. What tries to frighten me is nothing more than a ghost, which I chase away with a single glance. That's some serious freaking energy, Durga. Okay, y'all working with some serious energy. All right, we're going to do next a reading from the Mystic Mudra Primary Series. Please, Spirit, give us a card or two, and we've got to, in terms of what we're dealing with here. So we've got the heart chakra, and let's see, what is this one? And the root. So we're dealing with heart chakra. This is the heart chakra symbol up here. And this is the root chakra. Root is about survival, things we need to stay alive in the 3D. Physical things, sex, security, love, food, shelter, those things. Maslow's law, ladder, those things. Base chakra, root chakra. Then we have the heart chakra, which deals with, of course, the heart. An opening of the heart, they're saying. Your heart is going to be opened. We're in a time of an eclipse right now. Today is the 30th, and we're November the 30th, and we're in an eclipse. And so your heart chakra is being opened. Let me read these cards. For the root chakra, standing half bound lotus. This is the pose, the yoga pose, standing half bound lotus. And the mantra is, I am safe and secure. I have what I need. I am safe and secure. I have what I need. I am safe and secure. I have what I need. And that is about your root chakra and your needs for survival. So know that you are provided for. Know that you are secure, that you're being looked after and protected in a most amazing way by Spirit. And be in gratitude and acknowledge, Spirit, your guides, your ancestors, for protecting you and helping you in this. Because you don't do it alone. Nobody does it alone. Whether it's help from this side or the other, acknowledge your help, they're saying. And then for the heart chakra, we have the tortoise pose. The tortoise pose, yes. And it looks like this is really complicated, kinda. And the mantra is, in my heart, I know we are all one. I rejoice in the abundance of the universe. In my heart, I know we are all one. I rejoice in the abundance of the universe. In my heart, I know we are all one. I rejoice in the abundance of the universe. Wow. So when you connect your heart, when you connect your compassion, which it talks about in this advocate card, and you go into advocate for the collective, whether it's children you advocated from, whether it's women who have been in the sex slave trade, no matter what it is, whether it's addicts or who are recovering, no matter what it is, when you go into your heart and you connect your passion and your compassion and you spread it in the collective, you know that you're provided for. You know that there is a great abundance in the universe because you're experiencing it because you're giving it. You're giving love. You're giving compassion. And so you know and are connected with that energy. And in that energy, there is great abundance. You don't have to focus solely on creating abundance. You focus on your love and compassion and right action to support the collective, and you will immediately create abundance. That's how it works. The next deck that I'm going to pull from is The Aboriginal Dreamtime by Mel Brown. And Spirit, would you please comment? Understanding. And I'm going to read from the book about understanding. We should be in alphabetical order. Understanding. Dreamtime message. Trusting people is an ongoing issue for you. Trust is not a weakness, but you have learned in the past that trust can lead to being hurt. And you've had your fair share of hurt. Sometimes it's worth taking the risk, because when you do find trust in someone, it is a gift from the universe. Take a chance and trust the person you are wanting so desperately to trust. It will be worth it. I think that's a very clear, succinct message. Enough said on that. Trust who you think you want to trust, who you're being guided to trust. And trust with open eyes. Trust with good boundaries, but trust. Don't let fear cheat you out of the greatest relationship that you could ever have, and that is yours now. So from the Ghetto Tarot, I have the Hermit. And the Hermit could be a spiritual, is a spiritual person, very spiritual and very intuitive, very much an introvert, going within to seek answers versus responding to the external world. Then we have the Six of Cups. And cups are about water element. Cups are about relationship. Cups are about emotions. And there's 6 of them. It's an even number, they're telling me, which is balanced. So seeking within for balance within yourself, within the feminine and the masculine, within the divine feminine and the divine masculine, internally. Where is that? What is that to you? How does it show up? How do you express it in a balanced way? And we have the Hangman. And the Hangman is about indecision. So I'm going to need to do a clarification on what that indecision is about. And I'm going to do that with the Less Vampire deck. Spirit. It's about discipline, training, consistency, and practice. And that discipline, training, consistency, and practice, they're clearly telling me, is of a spiritual nature. It's about the occult practices. It's about how do you, it could be yoga, it could be meditation, it could be working with herbs and crystals. It's about those types of disciplines. And so you're maybe trying to determine which you want to start with or where you want to start, or maybe you're having a little problem with the consistency of doing it on a regular. But that's what the Hangman is about. Or maybe you're afraid because of judgment of the external to really go deep into that realm, because you've been taught that it's, bad and evil or whatever. But whatever it is, you're at an indecision, and that's what it's about. One more card on that, please. The Call of the Night, daring, adventure, and excitement. I want to read that. Card number 16. Blessing. Okay, well, I got to read the whole story. You have of late fallen into patterns that are soothing in their regularity. You know what to expect and when to expect it. You are surrounded by love and acceptance, and you are widely loved and applauded. You are connected. You are comfortable and have no real reason to become otherwise. Is what you have achieved not the pinnacle of human experience? To live and to live without fear of being tested. I say to you now, I was once like you, and then the night and her darkness called me. I changed and I left behind the world of daylight, and for a time I traveled from my loved ones, although some chose to travel with me. I departed from all that I knew in so many ways, and in doing so, I became more perfectly myself than if I had stayed in that perfectly still, comfortable place. And that comfortable place that they're talking about is of indecision, of you not wanting to really give up what you got to get something else. I was reborn, for in the challenge I was forged, and in the loneliness I came to know myself. This time is one in which I can only partake of truly alone. And for you, your fear leaving the comfort zone. And for you, you fear leaving the comfort zone. You prefer all that is known. But I tell you that with this card comes the call of the night and of her wild creatures. And you are about to leave a place of warmth, that cozy, restrictive, dulling cocoon, and step into a colder, harsher, more raw place. Ooh, what it will teach you and offer you is more valuable and strange than you can imagine. You will be thrust out of a place you have called home and into the world of movement, color, drama, and for some, ferocity. You will make friends who respect you and challenge you. You will be disregarded with, you will be disagreed with, and you will fight to survive at times, but the adventure will leave you feeling more alive, your every sense tingling more than ever before. The blessing, attraction, stimulated, daring, unexpected, thrill, danger, change in circumstances, drawn to the occult. Didn't I say occult? Unknown, which to understand, experimentation, challenges, and test. Curse, routine thinking, rut, conditional to obey, lazy, dull, asleep, bland, insipid, cowardly, unchallenged, safety, tedious, apathy, indifference. Working with this card, time to step beyond the place and people where you feel safe. This is a time to stretch your wings and to seek out new friends, experiences, and people. You will find so much if you dare to explore. Wow, that is air signs, fly. Go ahead, fly away, do your thing, baby. The last deck of cards I'm going to do for you guys is the Love Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Please share some wisdom with us, Oracle, about what our air signs are doing for the month, or should be focused on for the month of December. Free your freaking self. I can't make this up. It flew out. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the reading. It is a magnificent reading. It is a groundbreaking reading. You are amazing. You can do this. You want to do this. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your vibes. Trust the coincidences that are occurring in the universe that let you know that this is meant for you. You were born for this. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, guy. Do this thing. Do this thing. Please like hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It does your abundance cycle a world of good when you give back. It's a reciprocal thing, giving and taking, and it does the channel a world of good. And I truly, truly appreciate you all. God bless.